In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Dukes head coach told me some great information before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Right, here we go. Ready. Flag 14. Ready, go.
From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Ready, go.
They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Dukes want to crank the tempo.
Well, we knew coming into this game the offense was really going to try and set the tone by being physical and running the football. And here we are, first drive, 3rd down. They're able to get it by a lot. That is good news if you're this offense.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Gets it to the back on the draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Finding some room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back to throw, it's Coleman. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight. And
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Makes the grab in the corner. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. The keeper on the option. Got enough for the first. Oh, he got loose. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Once he got some room, it was over.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They try to pop a run on the draw. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Dukes.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. wants to throw. It's Coleman. Escapes the pressure going right. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the right. And he scores! Touchdown, Dukes!
I'll tell you what, Palmer, offensive coordinators, they script these things, right? And they get with you, and what do you like? What do you want to run? So far, the script is perfect. Like, everything going off as they want it to. This is about as good a start for an offense as you can draw on.
And it's crazy, David, because when you have skilled players like they have on offense and guys that are so dangerous with the football in their hands, you almost feel as a play caller like anything I dial up is going to work. And you're seeing that early in this game. Balance, throwing, a beautiful run right there, everything working right now and going according to plan.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gets the back moving. Running to Green. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They'll run the option. Keeps it on the option. Makes a man miss. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air, it's Turner. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Marshall will be forced to punt. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The pull and throw off the RPO. breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Making side adjustments here. Hard running there. Good, got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, James Madison. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Marshall was out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. He takes it in. Touchdown, James Madison.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the option. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receiver's better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Motion from the back. And some room to work. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down for the offense.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Boston. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Marshall! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good.
35, Marshall, 14.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
30, go!
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Coleman. He's taking the shot. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Herd!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
James Madison, 35, Marshall, 21.
he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Spins away from the defender. There's some room. He's at the 30. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Dukes. Third touchdown of the game. A third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better way to finish. An 81-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Boston. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket from what's left in this first half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He wants to go deep. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And they're not on the same page there.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Across the 25. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 17 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Bulldogs with a 7-3 lead to start this one. Neither offense has hit their stride, and you got to give some credit to these defenses too. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off.
He's running free down the middle. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, Marshall.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Marshall, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, it's Boston. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease to the left. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Coleman. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And down he goes back at the 3.
Really nice job by the defense because they're doing their part, especially these last 2 drives now. Trailing here in the second half, but not by much. And they know if they just keep getting it back to their offense, good things are going to happen. Really nice job on 3rd down that time, getting the sack and now giving their offense another chance.
Touchdown, Hurd! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab in their space. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The option look. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
To the air, it's Turner. He's got him in the flat. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Breaks the tackle. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Dances away to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the option, Quarterback keep. Might have a chance. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees this defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Working that left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Dukes moving quickly to the line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Makes it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Coleman. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Dukes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dukes. The Dukes answer right back with a touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Oh, better look out. There's a crease. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Getting late, pressure building. Huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first down.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Fly sweep coming. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job. Buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Heaves it deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, they're after him. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man, it's Coleman. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Quick spin on the run. Maybe a crease. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield, but they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
Now the pitch. Gets away from one, finds some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second count.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, James Madison. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing off.
And they did tack on the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone. A touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Upstairs to make the catch. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He goes right back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. To throw, it's Coleman. He's going to let it go. Makes a deep grab. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this up and set up at the 27. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. On the option. Now the toss. Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Herd! And they're on top here in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Going for it all. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.